Lavonte, you played with a lot of players, and today you guys were down so many. What does it say about some of the young guys, whether it was Izzy or Savassier, those guys stepping up in key moments down there?
Yeah, I mean, it's just the emphasis that we started, once those guys got here, they're going to be a part of what we're trying to do as a football team. I read that we like the second youngest team in the league now, but, that's just statistics, you know what I'm saying? Like, when your time is to play, you got to play. You know what I'm saying? You got guys like me, a lot of older guys who, going to depend on you, going to count on you to do your job. So, I feel like we do a great job of holding each other accountable, no matter if you're young or not, you need to learn, what you're doing when you get in there. And we don't expect you to make no mistakes. We just expect you to come in and play football the way we know how to play it.
Lavonte, as a linebacker, how do you go about preparing for a week where you're going to be matched up against a dynamic tight end like Sam Laporta, a dynamic slot, one of the best receivers, Armin Ross St. Brown in the league? You're going to have to be covering all these guys. How does your preparation change when you know you're going to have
it's just all about what we do, you know what I'm saying? Like, they got great football players over there. They got playmakers over there. At the end of the day, if everybody play within the scheme and play within the game plan, you kind of limit those guys, you know what I'm saying? So they're going to make their plays, they're professionals too, but at the end of the day, we're just trying to minimize them making their big plays as much as possible, and I feel like we did that today. Guys was rallying into the football, everybody was doing their job, and that's all Coach Bowles expects out of us.
You guys really had to clamp down as a defense on those final 2-3 series. What went through your mind when the clock hit 0 and you guys were finally victorious after losing to this team twice last year?
I mean, we're a confident group, believe it or not, defensively. A lot of us, it comes from Coach Bowles, trickle down to the staff, defensive staff. They expect greatness out of us. And then last week, we gave up that 2-minute, towards the end of the game. So that's something that we had to, hang our head over a little bit. And then those moments came again today. And today, we prevailed with it. We was able to lock in, make plays, and get off the field when we needed to.
Coach Foot had said that finish was going to be really important in this one because that fourth quarter in that playoff game, that divisional playoff loss, you guys gave one away there, a touchdown away. How much of that, I guess, was going through your mind during the game, or how much was that emphasized throughout the game?
It just always emphasized. In this game, it always comes down to 2 minutes, you know what I'm saying? So as much as we work on it, it's great to, finally get a chance to execute and be a Prevailed at it. Foot always, talk about finishing the ball game, finishing on a high note, and we was able to do that.
Lavonte, what can you share about you guys' red zone defense today?
Say that again?
What can you share about you guys' red zone defense today?
Oh man, I mean, everybody was just resilient. Everybody was grinding. Everybody was getting after it. Like I said, man, we're a confident group, even though we do got a lot of new guys and young guys in different paces or whatever. But we have a standard. You know what I'm saying? So we want to be a great defense. You got to put it all out there, all 4 quarters. And today we was able to do that. We gave up 1 score. But we could be better in a lot of different areas. But for the most part, we played our brand of football.
Lavonte, I know you're in the moment, but when Vita has to leave the game, was there a moment where you guys collectively just needed to kind of gather yourselves?
Honestly, I didn't know Vita left the game. I was on the sideline one time, and then I'm looking around. I dap everybody up or whatever, and I didn't see him. So I sat back down, like, what happened to Vita? What Vita? And then ironically, it was Yaya. I was talking to Yaya, and Yaya said, "Oh, he out the game." I'm like, dang. But it wasn't really no big come together thing. I just feel like we got even though we got a young team, man, we got a great group of leaders, man. Everybody know, like, when one guy go down, okay, we have those guys to be like, okay, I'm finna seize this moment. Now is my opportunity. Like C.J. Brewer stepping in, Greg Gaines coming in playing more shots than usual. Logan Hall coming back. So those guys feel like that's an opportunity. Same thing in the secondary. Tweez went down last week, and you got Christian Izzy, who was a full-time nickel for us last year, and got a chance to play free safety this year, and things like that. So, guys just come in and step in and just try to, fill the void whenever somebody go down. That's just the name of the game.
What does it say about your defense that you managed to hold such an explosive offense out of the end zone, forcing them into field goals?
Yeah.
And were you surprised that Dan Campbell didn't go for it, especially in the first half, and then they were within the 5?
I mean, I wasn't surprised at all, man. I just know the way we work. I know the confidence Bowles got in us. With his play calls and things like that, he expects us to execute, and we expect each other to execute. You know, I mean, like, this unit is a big unit. We built ourselves on accountability. We expect everybody to do their job and do their job the right way. You know, when we was out there, we always talk about dominate and do your job. And it's like, but we always say dominate doing your job. You know what I'm saying? So that's just something that, you know, we always harp on, you know, and then everything else take care of itself.
At one point, Detroit was 3 for 3 on fourth downs, but you guys stopped in their last two when it mattered most. What does that say about your defense stepping up at the end?
It's big, man. It's big. I mean, we know we expect them to go for it on fourth down. That's the type of team they are. So we know, when we out there, we know it's gonna be a moment where we play. It's gonna be 4 down territory some point in the football game. So when it mattered the most, we was able to step up and be resilient and be able to get off the field. So it says a lot about us. Understanding knowing how they're gonna attack us, and then executing through the defense.
You play with a lot of linebackers. How good is Savasier in coverage and in that 2-minute situation? It seemed like he was getting a lot of guys on the ground. Sure.
Yeah, same thing, man. Same thing. Voss getting his feet wet, getting his feet up on them, coming down, hitting, making big hits, making big plays. That's just what we expect from him, especially me. I'm kind of hard on him sometimes or whatever, but, it's all love. I know he could be a great football player. I know he can help us big time, and, he's been doing that.
Much better plane ride on the way home than in January, huh?
Way better. We love it. We're going to enjoy it. A lot of football left to play, though.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.